guys the fire department?
Trying to be.
The pool hall's burning down.
But right here on the alley?
Let's move!
Grab the hose, go, go!
We got eyes on the connector, right there! Get the hose hooked up!
Archie, get everyone back!
Earl's in there! My friend Earl's still inside! Sarge, don't even think about it.
It feels like a trap.
Sarge, no! Archie's stuck!
It feels like a trap. What are the odds that they'd meet the guy and then the next time they hear about him, hasn't even been a day, and now he's in a fire?
Mija, has the Treasury Department shown up to arrest you yet?
Daddy, that Riverdale bill you had in your fist, where did you get that?
You know, it's amazing what you find in the trash when there's no one around to collect it.
I knew it. So now you're printing fake Riverdallers to sabotage me?
Are you accusing me of counterfeiting your counterfeit money?
My numbers aren't adding up, and my numbers always add up. Someone is flooding the economy with money I didn't print.
Which of course devalues the money you did print. It's funny how economics works, isn't it?
As Archie would say, Daddy, you suck.
Where did you find this body, Miss Cooper?
I didn't exactly. An associate did in the swamp. And I know it's not Polly, but is it?
Margaret Harper. Yes, the telltale braces are present on her teeth. Likely cause of death, trauma. The left side of her body was pulverized, as if with a wrecking ball.
Oh my God.
A wrecking ball?
Wherefore are my precious vixens?
I canceled practice. We need to talk. For starters, there are vixens.
Does something have to do with Hiram's
Fine.
building his new town?
They're
Did
our
she accidentally
vixens.
get killed there?
Happy now?
No,
And that's why he's hiding
I
it?
wasn't gonna do this, Cheryl, but I'm officially calling you out. You've gotten away with murder in this town because of your money and your privilege. And I know you've been through hell and back time and again. But that doesn't give you a right to be a holy terror in this town for no reason.
As if you have any idea what it's been like for me holed up in Thornhill for the last 7 years.
Oh, spare me. This isn't drag me to hell. You cursed yourself. And what you're doing isn't some grand sacrifice. It's selfish.
Oh. So now funding the school is selfish.
Money alone isn't gonna solve the problems of this town. There are people out here every single day putting in real work. And I'm not gonna let you take over the Vixens for reasons of vanity or revenge. Cheryl, I want you out here with us. On the ground, one of the good guys. But you're gonna have to take a good hard look in the mirror and get it together first.
Your cruelty is beyond words.
I didn't really see anything cruel in that, but
My heart has once again been shattered. Oh, Miss Marple. To what do we owe this pleasure?
Miss Blossom, I went to sell your brother's portrait and made the most disturbing yet fascinating discovery. It was a forgery. A very skillful forgery. And before I call the authorities, I thought we should chat. Don't you agree?
Now the good news is you're okay and you managed to save that man's life.
Do we know what started the fire yet?
Well, I mean, it's an old building. It wasn't up to code. Still, it's hard not to think it was
Arson.
It's how life always is. Guys like us are just cannon fodder for scumbags like Hiram. That guy you pulled out of the building, Earl, he's one of us. A vet. Another grunt who got chewed up and spit out by corporate greed. Man, what the hell are we fighting for over there? If this is what happens to us when we come home.
it's got a point, really.
They found a second body in the swamp? How do you think they did that, Reggie?
I don't know, boss. It's a big swamp. But this is not the hill to die on.
No. The turnpike, just like the rest of Sodale, is a necessary smokescreen.
I know. You could either be a villain and pour concrete over the swamp, or you could be a hero and let them search it properly. Sure, the turnpike gets delayed, but who cares? We both know that's not the real end game.
You make a good point, Reggie. We'll acquiesce to the Cooper ladies, let them wade into the muck a while.
I'll make the call.
We're
Now,
so
what's the real end
sorry,
game?
Diana.
You're sure it's my Margaret?
Yeah, it's her. No question.
All these years. At least now I know where she is. Who hurt her? We don't know yet, Miss Harper. My sister's also missing. Other girls, too. And so I swear to you, we will find out who did this.
Special delivery courtesy of Nana Rose Blossom, straight from the Twilight Zone. It could be anything, Jughead. It could be human bones mixed with fake synthetic bones, or
Or it's a Mothman.
it's
We're not experts.
Get
This person
the-
is, though.
who?
This is Dr. Diana Whitley. She's an anthropology professor at Centerville U. She specializes in ancient cultures and urban legends and extraterrestrial phenomena. I say we call her and see if she'll come here and examine this and tell us what we're dealing with.
So what? In the meantime, it's business as usual while a xenomorph melts in my diner's back room.
I'll take the night shift. I'll make sure that no one comes in and stumbles upon our little friend.
We have to get to the bottom of this. I suspect my father has flooded the market with counterfeit bills. So we'll have to do an in-depth forensic accounting, recall all the river dollars in circulation, and determine how deep a hole we're in. But for now, sadly, we'll have to shut down our operation.
Uh-oh. Oh. How many of them have been
Where
printing
did you get
it?
those ink stains on your paws? And don't say art class. I want the truth. Now.
We
least
printed
those
up 10
two.
grand instead of 1.
So it wasn't my father who screwed me over. It was you guys. You got greedy and triggered an economic collapse. Well done, class. F's for everyone. You're responsible for that money you printed, $10,000. And unless you've got a secret stash of baby Glamourget eggs, you'll have to work it off by providing Riverdale a much-needed service.
Jackson, Earl didn't make it.
So what are you gonna do?
Yeah, and I found out more about your pal, Hiram Lodge. That bastard's done plenty to deserve what's coming to him. Jackson,
no.
you put that rifle down. Now.
That's an order!
Sorry, Sarge, but we're not in the army anymore.
No. I'm sorry. I won't let you do this. I won't let you ruin your life over Hiram Lodge!
My life's already ruined. I lost my leg fighting in a war that didn't change a damn thing. None of us mattered.
Eric, I know this is dark now. But when you get into that VA home, they'll help you see that things can get better.
They canceled my slot. I found out this morning. I needed help. A lifeline, man. I'm lost.
Damn it, I'm lost, Eric. The only reason I'm fighting so hard to save this town is because it's the only thing keeping me sane. I'm white-knuckling it out here, too. I promise you. And my friends don't know. Because they wouldn't understand.
What are we gonna do, Sarge?
Well, not commit murder.
For a start, I think you should stay in Riverdale. The fire department needs a new commander, and I can't think of a better man for the job. And maybe, we can help each other stay sane.
Oh, are they coming back? Is he gonna see the lights? Oh, I think somebody came to get their friends. Is the body still there? Go look. Go look for the body. Did they take it? Oh shit.
I went outside, there was this bright white light, and then I woke up in a booth, and it was 6 a.m. Hours had gone by. I lost time.
It was a dream, prompted by my grandpa's story. Or is it possible that you were sleepwalking? Or had you been drinking?
That's besides the point. I haven't even gotten to the craziest part yet.
After I woke up, the first thing I did was come in here.
Oh my God. I don't understand.
Me neither. But something very strange happened in Riverdale last night.
Paying off your debt while cleaning up the town, if there ever was a teachable moment.
Whether it be nixed your RROTC cadets from being volunteer firefighters.
Yeah, well, he was pretty pissed I brought them to a burning building.
Well,
We want to sign up, like we should have done in the first place.
I appreciate that, guys, but it's too late. Bernardo's back in New York. There's no one left to train us.
Maybe I can help on that front.
Chief Russell.
Word got around about a crazy hero running into a burning building alone. Gotta say, it inspired me.
Okay, Chief. You're the expert. What do we need first?
Well, a fire truck might be nice to have.
Is that what Veronica's bringing?
You've got to be kidding me.
I wanted to do my civic duty to help you and hurt my father.
How much do we owe you?
Oh, don't worry. We'll be putting out a Firefighters of Riverdale calendar to defray the costs.
Of course.
But in the meantime, I just wanted to help.
And I reached out to sheriff's offices in the counties that touch along the Lonely Highway, asking about any unsolved missing persons reports, specifically young women. They came back with 13 names.
And I've been in touch with a network of social workers in towns the Lonely Highway runs through. And I got 11 names back, 5 of which overlap with Tom's list.
So we're talking about 21 missing girls. How many of them are we gonna find in Swallow Swamp?
Well, at least Hiram has agreed to let us search it now.
21 girls. They can't all be runaways.
Well, what do you think? Human trafficking?
Or a serial killer.
Well, I gotta say, it wouldn't be Riverdale without a serial killer. Okay, guys, so that was the end of Riverdale. I apologize again for that little break toward the beginning. Like I said, my daughter came down here crying because of something on TikTok. She follows people on there, and they had some sad news, so she was just upset about that, but she's okay. Anyway, as far as the episode goes, it was okay. I kind of disappointed that they didn't actually let us see Jughead and Archie get out of the mess they were in. It just kind of started with it being done already, and I'm like, okay. I was like expecting a lot more, a more dramatic beginning to this episode. That's all I'm gonna say, and that didn't happen. So it was kind of a letdown right at the get-go for me. But I'm glad they're okay. I knew they would be. This episode focused a lot, unfortunately, on the whole Mothman thing. Jughead doing research and interviewing people about that, and now he's had his own little experience with the Mothman, I guess, or what he thinks might be the Mothman. I mean, I don't know what it is for real, but the body that Nana Rose gave them disappeared. She said that they had it, like she preserved it or whatever, and like she said that she talked to the Mothman. They came to her house or whatever and wanted their friend, and she told them that they had gotten rid of it, like buried it or burned it or whatever, even though they hadn't. So now the body itself didn't really look too much like a non-human. Yeah, its skull was a little bit bigger than normal, but that doesn't mean that that was an alien. It could have just been a human with, you know, deformity, you know. I don't know. I mean, I do have to say, though, whatever is making all that stuff happen in the diner was very weird and very alien-like, I will say. So I wouldn't put it out of the possibility it was an alien. It is Riverdale after all. They have all the weird shit. So, yeah, I don't know, though. The body that Betty and them found at the end of the previous episode was not Polly. They don't know who it is just yet. But they did end up getting another body because Betty ran into Reggie on Hiram's part of the swamp or whatever. And he ended up giving her the body that they had found. And it said that she had been crushed on the left side, and that it looked like she had been hit by, like, maybe it was as if she'd been hit by a wrecking ball. So I'm wondering if she had, like, somehow ended up on Hiram's little town that he's building, and somehow she accidentally got hurt, and they hid the body in the swamp, you know, just in case, because they feel maybe they thought they'd be shut down or whatever for her death. That's a possibility. I have no idea though. But apparently building this highway he wants to build through the swamp is not a major thing that they really care about, I guess. Apparently there's some bigger thing that's going on that we have no idea what it is. We had Veronica trying to help the town sort of with like circulation of money that's only good in Riverdale, you know, just try to get the economy going again. And it got messed up because the kids got greedy. Her dad didn't actually do anything. It was the kids that did it. So she's making them clean up the town, which is good. The town needs it, obviously. And they didn't really seem all that upset that they were being forced to clean up the town. So I don't know if it's because Veronica's making them do it or whatever. But I think it's a good thing that they're cleaning it up. Archie was trying to get a fire department started. Now, like I said during the reaction, I did see a picture or whatever that was posted by Riverdale on Twitter. And it showed, I believe, Archie shirtless or whatever. And he had, like, I don't know, firefighter type thing. And so I'm not all that surprised that they were focusing on the firefighter thing. Now, I did not see that image in this, so it might be a different episode that happens in. But yeah, so they're trying to do that. I thought it was dumb that they were recruiting children. I know that they're almost adults and they had to get parents' permission and stuff like that, but they are kids, and I don't think they should have been having anything to do with firefighting. But luckily, Weatherby shut that down, and I totally agree with them. They should not have been part of that. So Archie's friends, like Kevin and Fangs and them, who first like said no to being volunteer firefighters, have now said that they will be volunteer. So and they also have the old fire chief coming in to help train them and all that stuff, which is good too. And Archie's old I don't know what you call that, old friend, but he was like his superior or whatever in the army. So he came to town and everything, and so he was helping Archie with the whole firefighter thing. But then, you know, the fire happened with the homeless guy, Earl, I think. They had just met him, and then the fire happened. I thought it was all suspicious. And then apparently Earl ended up not making it, even though they did get him out of the building. He died, I guess, later. And his friend had heard about the horrible things that Hiram has done in the past and everything, so he was like going to take matters into his own hands, but Archie talked him out of it, which is good. And I understand, I mean, I don't really understand because I've never been in that position. I've never served and then seen what they see and then had to come home back to normal life and not be treated the way they should be treated. But yeah, he was having problems with that and feeling like it was like he lost his leg and nobody cared, you know, and I feel bad for, you know, people who have to go through that. So I'm glad that Archie and this guy have each other who understand what each other is going through, and hopefully they'll be able to help each other get through it and get back to life that's not in the army. So the only other thing really in this was Cheryl with the whole Vixen thing. I really, whatever. I always thought that was dumb. But Cheryl came home from the school or whatever, and the lady that she had sold a painting to of JJ, that she had given her a duplicate to, have found out about it. So that's unfortunate. So I don't know if she's going to try to like get money out of Cheryl or is going to want to go into business with Cheryl and whatever it is that she's doing. I have no idea. But yeah, so there's that. But I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. If you did, please give this video a like. If you have any suggestions on anything you'd like me to react to, please leave that down below. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.